Good morning, Green Room. Did you point to P? Last time I did the morning message, we made a P with a big line down and a little curve. And we talked about finding P's in books and in places in your house. We went to the park, Tyler and I. That's one of the places you're allowed to go right now because you can spread out and be apart from other people. And I found P's at the park and I took pictures of the things that I saw. So number 1 today says you can take a picture. Why don't you take a look at the pictures that I took and see if you can find a P too? Did you see all the P's that I saw? Probably because I was at a playground, next to a pool, at a park. All of those things start with P. There were P's everywhere. Another thing I took pictures of is me outside doing some work. I was mixing cement and I used a wheelbarrow, just like a wheelbarrow in the story. And I had an idea. I took pictures of what I was doing and I made it into a book. Yesterday, Miss Emily said that we should make a book. So I didn't make one about my pet. I made one about my concrete. Would you like to see it? I'll show it to you. Watch this. While I was mixing the concrete, I was thinking about all the things we mix at preschool. So number 2 says, make dough or goop. I made some dough this morning. I used some cornstarch. I needed a 1/2 cup of cornstarch. I needed some baking soda. I needed a whole cup of baking soda. And I needed 3/4 cup, which is right in between, of water. I had to use the stove to get it hot. So this is something that someone at home can help you with, one of the grown-ups that you're spending the day with. This kind of dough is squishy and soft right now, but if you let it dry on a paper plate or a piece of wax paper, the shape you leave it in, it will stay in. So you could make a ball and put it on top. I don't know what that would be. You could squeeze it. But however you leave it, oh, I think I've decided that it's looking like a bird. Here, wait, I'll make a beak. Oh, does it look like a bird? I don't know. When it dries, you can even paint it. It will stay hard. But while it's drying, you just have to wait. Do you remember how to do the sign for wait? I'm waiting and waiting and waiting. So that's one thing you can do. Another thing that I know we have fun mixing is, oh, I need my cornstarch, is goop. I'm going to stand up. So if you want to make some goop at home, I'm going to roll up my sleeves. You can put some cornstarch. I'm just going to put a 1/2 cup because it's only me playing. Well, maybe Tyler and Morgan will play with me. Put a little bit of cornstarch in. And then I'm going to add a little bit of water. See what happens. And mix it up a little bit. Ooh, that part's Still powdery, so I'm going to add a little bit more. I have a feeling that we might have a cat in the video again today. You see how it's mixing up? Parts of it are still dry and parts of it are wet. That's what my concrete looked like. Oh, woo, I had to push that really hard. The more you mix it, the more it'll start to stick together, and then it'll get gooey again. So you could make some goop. The fun thing about goop is that even though you look messy, it'll rinse right off with water. And when it dries, you can even vacuum it up. Number 3, play some music and dance. In If You Give a Pig a Pancake, she got her tap shoes. Do you remember where she found tap shoes? Were they under the bed? I think that's where they were. And she played piano and danced. Morgan is going to play a little song for you, and I want to see if you can dance along. You could also look on around your house for an instrument to play, or you could turn on the radio or a CD. Have a little dance party today. Bye-bye.